Trick or treat! So, what's it like living in the Victorian murder house? Cassie laughed at the little girl peering up at her from the porch. The kid's young mother wearily pinched the bridge of her nose and apologized. I'm so sorry. She's extremely morbid. We have no idea where she gets it from. That's all right, Cassie said, reaching for the dish of sweets behind the door. I was the same at that age. The woman eyed Cassie's Halloween costume. It was a homemade praying mantis homage, complete with the cardboard half-eaten corpse of her Mantodian husband swinging by a thread from her arm. I can imagine. Grinning, Cassie caught a glimpse of herself in the hallway mirror. She suited green, and it was a good thing she did. Her costume comprised of lime leggings and a turtleneck sweater, green makeup painted over her cheeks, lips, and eyes. Her hair was tied back and sprayed with neon color. Her scalp felt chalky and stiff. When she raised a hand to scratch an itch, green powder tumbled down and dusted her cheeks. Guess who I am? The little girl demanded, hopping closer to Cassie and throwing out her arms. A straggly brown pigtail escaped from the red wig that sat lopsided on her head. She wore a torn blue dress with a white apron tied around her middle, and she carried a toy octopus. Her jewelry was too large for her, pooling around her hands instead of her wrists, the cords threaded with dozens of seashells. Cassie snapped her fingers, impressed that the kid had chosen to dress as one of the ghosts from the house's history. You're Lisa Vaughn. Yes! The little girl reached behind her and grabbed her younger brother, pulling him up the steps to join her. Guess who he is? The boy looked to be about 5 years old, adorable in a grey three-piece suit and shiny black shoes, a pocket watch swinging from his waistcoat. While his sister had come dressed as one of the Brackenby House's infamous ghosts, there wasn't anything too gruesome about his outfit. Visibly disinterested in the history of the house and his costume, the little boy wordlessly held up his pillowcase to Cassie. She tossed a handful of sweets into the sack. The suit and slicked back hair could only mean one thing, that the kid's costume depicted the Victorian psychic who had unleashed the ghosts on Brackenby and banished them back into its walls. Some loot for Mr. Lucius Holgrove? The little girl jumped up and down and clapped her hands. You got it! Wait here a minute, Cassie instructed. She hurried down the hallway and yelled into the dining room. Kyle, come out here a sec. A few moments later, her housemate ambled up to her side, clutching 3 long white candles. He was dressed as a ghostbuster, in a tan jumpsuit and jackboots, and a plastic proton pack slung over one shoulder. Cassie pointed to the tiny trick-or-treater on the doorstep. Look who it is. It's your great-uncle Lucius.